Hello friends, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and I hope you're going to have a good Sunday. So I wanted to share with you something different I'm doing. I'm having some fun with these. I had been asked to demonstrate a few products over on my other channel, Jewelry Crafts with Sherry. If you're not a subscriber or you haven't been over there, it's jewelry. It's all about kind of like jewelry or jewelry kind of things, you know, like keychains and whatever you can consider maybe in the jewelry category. Hopefully that's what I'm trying to stick with, right? Anyway, yeah, I divided that off of this channel, which is junk journals and paper crafting and sewing and things like that. So the jewelry's over there. So I did a little demonstration of some products over there. But anyway, one of the products was they're D-rings with lobster claw clasps on them. Very sturdy. They're put from Panda Hall Selected. And I can put and they have a good price on them. And I can put them, actually a link here under my description box. And I'll put a coupon for 10% off an order if you want, and a link to the website if you would like to go over there. This is not really, you know, official demonstration here, but I wanted to show you a fun project I'm doing. And I've never done it before yesterday, and I'm having so much fun with it. I wanted to share it with you. So, of course, there's so many uses for these, right? I thought also these would be great for tassels. You know, you can attach your, fibers here on the D-ring. And then you have this, it's already together, it's a swivel, but you can attach this to your journal with the lobster claw clasp to a paper clip, a little door knocker, hitch, things like that, anything like that. You can hook this onto a journal with. So I thought these are so handy. So, sorry, just 1 second. It's morning. But yeah, so what I was doing yesterday with these is making first I made this, a lanyard, which I never have done before. And I just picked out some, I wanted some fabric with a lot of color and an overall pattern or an all over pattern. So I just grabbed some of this red and white gingham and made a lanyard yesterday. Here's the little clasp here. So the idea is, you can attach whatever to this, keys, a badge, if you wear a badge at work or something, or wherever, maybe even at church, you might have a little official nursery worker or something badge, I don't know, or maybe even a conference or something where you have name badges. Anyway, so, seminar type thing. But anyway, it was super fun, and I now I know how to make, lanyards. I could make my own lanyards. It was so fun. So then I thought, oh, let me try the keychain, the little wristlet keychain. So I did make some of these. I made 2 out of this daisy fabric here. Aren't they cute? And these are in my shop, the 2 daisy ones, my Turquoise Dreaming Etsy shop. And then I also made one out of this is measuring tape ribbon. I wanted to try that because I just thought this ribbon was so cute. And, put one on there. So that's that one. And then today, since I'm, showing you on this channel, I wanted to just get another pretty, I like this overall daisy pattern. So I'm going to try to stick to things like that. But I have some really cool fabrics, so I'm going to try different things. So this is a red, white, and blue one that I've had in my stash for a couple years that I've never used. I thought, well, let me try that, patriotic red, white, and blue fabric. So all you do to make one of these little wristlets is cut your fabric, a piece of fabric like this. It's 10 inches long by 3 inches wide. And then what I did was, and I watched several YouTube videos to figure out, how to do this. And I picked out my favorite. I discovered there's several different ways to do this, but I picked out my favorite, tried it, and I love it. I love this way. So you have your piece of fabric. Then I got heated up my iron, got my ironing board out, heated up my iron, and folded the fabric in half. What you do is fold this in half. You iron here, just a little fold here, okay? Then you open it up again and fold the sides up to that little fold in the middle there that you just did, and the other side too, and you iron this. Okay, now you've got that. Then you fold it up again in half like this. So basically you have, it makes it really, really sturdy, you know, without having to add any other kind of anything inside or outside, because you've got four, by the time you do that, you have 4 layers of fabric here. And that's what these are made of. I don't know if you can see how sturdy these are, but they are. They're not stiff or anything, but they're not, you know, there's 4 layers of fabric, so it's nice and sturdy. And actually, what another good thing about this is that it's fabric, is if it did get dirty, you could throw these in the washer. It's just fabric in this little metal piece, so you could wash these. So anyway, I'm going to go and show you how to go from here. So all you do, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to do my sewing off screen, and then I'm going to come back and show you my results. So right now, I'm going to go over and sew. I'm using a white thread and a straight stitch on all the sewing. So super easy. Any machine can do that. And I'm going to sew a straight stitch down each side. And you can pin this together or use clips if you feel like you need to. I didn't feel like I needed clips, so I just took it over to my machine and sewed it, so you can see how they came out. They came out real nice for me, but I line it up with little lines under and around my presser foot. That's how I keep my straight line, and I just held it together with my fingers and put it through, and it came out really nice. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll show you those results, and then we'll go from there because there's a couple more steps. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did that stitch, you know, down the sides here, like I said, and you know, I would just say go slow, and you know, don't try to go too fast so you can get straight lines. And make sure your right side of your fabric is out if it has, you know, inside and outside. So next, what I do here is just you put on your little D-ring, and you know, these are so easy, just slip on here. Okay, so you slip it on, and then I'm going to go back to my sewing machine. The next step, after you get your D-ring on there, make sure you have this on before you do the next step, otherwise it will be wrong. So now I'm going to go back and sew across here, back and forth. I go up, back. So 4, you know, back and forth, and leave a little room, because you know, don't go right up to, you know, this is how I've done it yesterday and today. This is how I watched in the instructions. I really like this. It just turns out so nice. So don't go right up next to your fabric. You don't try to get right on the end. Leave a little bit. Don't be afraid to leave a little bit, just a little bit, not even like 1/8 of an inch, or maybe a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch, but not really 1/4 of an inch. Let me see, 1/4 of an inch would be, I mean, you could leave 1/4 of an inch and it wouldn't be wrong. So I would say 1/4 of an inch or smaller, but I'm going to do like 1/8 of an inch. So I'm going to do that. That's a long explanation, I know, but just trying to tell you, since I'm not showing you my actual sewing, trying to tell you where to sew. And if you make a mistake, no biggie, just do another one. They're quick and easy, right? So I'll be right back. Okay, here's my stitch. I don't know if you can see it because it's the white thread and it's got right on the edge of the red and white right there, but it's right here. And I would say that's not quite 1/4 of an inch, but it's not, it's maybe a little bit over 1/8 of an inch. Okay, right here. And the back and forth 4 times, I just feel like that gives it extra strength. You know, that is not coming apart by the time you sew back and forth, you know, 4 times. So now bring your D-ring over to the other end. Well, like actually before you do that, before you bring it down, turn it around. So you're going to turn it around like backward. I mean, it's not backwards, but you know what I mean. You're going to turn it around. So that little seam you just made is on the inside now. See, it's right here. See it there, right here. And then you're going to bring your D-ring down to that seam. And then you're going to take your fabric there that you just made that little seam on, and you're going to pull those 2 sides apart, not pull them apart, but you know, just separate them a little bit, and get your D-ring down in there. That's why you don't make it too right up to the end. You're going to put your D-ring down inside there. Okay, so I have it inside. Let me make sure it's inside there. A little fiddly. But yeah, get it in there. Okay, there we go. I think I got it. You're working with a small piece of fabric there, but yeah, get it in there. There we go. I think it's in there. Okay, so it's in there. I'm going to hold it in there again. At this point, you can, any of these points where you're sewing, you can use pins or, clips to hold everything together and keep it even. So yeah, you want to make sure you keep it even. You don't want it off kilter like this, or even a little bit off kilter. You want it right even with each other when you go back to sew again. So at this point, you're going to hold that in that little seam together, and then you're going to sew across here again, back and forth, so 4 times. And you don't need to try to get this D-ring under your presser foot. You don't need to be that close, but you need to be close. So I put it right next to it, but not so that I'm running over it with my presser foot. That just makes it really hard to sew. And it might not even do right or make a straight line across, and what you want is a straight line across here. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back, and at that point it will be done. So yeah, just keep your fabrics together, back and forth, and you're done. So I'll be right back. All right, my friends. It is done. So cute. I love these. When they're done, they're just so adorable. But yeah, see, here's my little stitch here, right across. And you can see, let me show you right here. See, there's a little wiggle room there. And that's fine. There's no problem with that whatsoever. You don't have to have it right next to that. My machine won't do that. I don't know of any machine that will. And I don't think it's necessary, and it's fine. So yeah, it's done. You can see it's nice, and you have that 4-layer of thickness there, and I just think these are so adorable. So yeah, I'm going to make a couple of these little red, white, and blue ones today and put those in my shop. So you will be seeing these appearing with my different fabrics as I do a couple of these here and there. And if you want to see the different patterns, and maybe, if you think you might be interested, just check that out. I'll put a link to the sunflower ones that I have in there now. I'll put that link in my description box. But yeah, super fun new little project I'm going to be working on. I just, when you find something you love, you want to do more, right? Like the junk journals, and I've tried different things. How we try different things, and you're like, oh, I never want to do that again. I did it, but I don't want to do it again. But this I love, and it's just, I don't know, it's one of those things that I just very fascinated with, that they're so cute, and I'm enjoyed making them so much. I want to make some more. So that's a long story, I know, but just to share with you my thoughts on that, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. I know I'm supposed to be working on my bird journal. I got a little distracted with these little cuties, but yeah, I'm going to go work on my bird journal now, and I'll be back with that tomorrow. Have a great day, and happy crafting.